Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aryan Gupta. I'm an intern at ubAdvocate, and the topic I chose for the video is of women from Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act. Now, what is this act? In this act, we can see that it aims to protect women employees from unwelcome sexually determined behavior. This bill covers women employees in the government as well as private sector in India, and this bill holds validity all over India, including the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, how does the bill define sexual harassment? It aims like physical conduct and advances, demand or request for sexual favors, sexually colored remarks, showing pornography, any other unwelcome, physical, verbal, or non-verbal conduct of sexual uh, offenses. Now, what are the channels of for redressal? Suppose any woman uh, comes to see these sexual harassment or anything, where is she gonna go to complain for this behavior? Now, every employer who heads an organization with more than 10 employees is required to set up an internal complaints committee head by a woman. For employers with less than 10 employees and other organizations that do not fall under the above classification, a local complaints committee will be set up in each city, ward, and rural area. Any complaint which is submitted to the committee in writing must be finished inquiry within 90 days. Now, all these guidelines came within the Vishakha Guidelines. In the case of Vishakha versus State of Rajasthan, it is a very landmark case in India. Now, what is the complaint entitled to? Now, during the period of inquiry, the complainant's employer he may transfer the aggrieved woman or the respondent to any other workplace or grant such other relief to the woman, or the employer or the district officer must act must act and investigate the complaint within 60 days of receiving it. And obviously, if found guilty, the preparator must be penalized appropriately as per the organization service rules. Now, how is the compensation decided? The compensation is decided on the basis of many factors like the mental trauma, pain, suffering, and emotional distress caused by the aggrieved woman, the loss in the career opportunity of the woman, medical expenses um, incurred by the victim, like physical and psychological treatment, maybe therapy and all. The income and financial status of the preparator also comes into play when it comes to compensation. Now, what are the duties as an employer? Every employer must provide a safe working environment for the females and all the employees in the company. Display the order constituting the internal committee in a prominent place. Regularly undertake workshops and organize uh, counseling sessions to sensitize the employees regarding the provisions of the Act, assist in securing the attendance of respondent and witnesses before the investigating committee, and take proper action against the preparator after the conclusion of the inquiry. Now, might be possible some women, uh, for the sake of fame or compensation, they make false complaint. Now, if the investigating committee concludes that the complaint false, it may recommend the employer or the district officer to take action against the woman or the person who filed the complaint. A mere inability to substantiate a complaint or provide adequate proof need not to be treated as false complaint. The malicious intent or falsehood on part of the complainant must be established after a proper inquiry before any action is recommended. A very landmark case, as I have mentioned above, regarding the workplace laws for women is Vishakha versus State of Rajasthan. All these guidelines are took from the case only, and they are known as Vishakha Guidelines. Thank you very much.